welcome to Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Carradine.
Carradine, but I think you got our description wrong.
What do you mean?
Don't you mean a Novel Console, the Zelda podcast?
No. We are...
I don't remember how to do anything anymore other than Zelda.
Yeah,
my brain is just Zelda.
Just Zelda?
Zelda.
So,
Zelda.
When we finished recording last week's episode with Adam... Oh, also, it's great to finally fucking hear you, because last week I forgot to change a setting, and we couldn't hear Carradine.
Yeah, but we didn't realize it till after we recorded more than an hour-long episode.
Yeah, that was a fucking nightmare to edit, so... Yeah, that was fun.
It's all your fault.
Anyways, it was a fun episode. It was funny. Everyone that has given me feedback about it said, you can barely hear Carradine on certain parts, but when you can hear her, it's good. And it was funny, and Adam was awesome, and Adam was indeed awesome. But we have more pressing matters. Oh, before that, I forgot to say. After I finished editing that episode and uploading it, I started playing Hyrule Warriors again. So
oh my God.
I haven't stopped Zelda.
Zelda everywhere.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell me what's so special about today?
It's the 4th of July. Well, not when you're listening to this.
No, it's a day before my birthday.
Yes.
That's one thing, which is not really important.
He's going to be a super old man.
Yeah, that's not important. Let's
old.
Let's go over that. No, what's really important about this week is that we finally have some results and winners.
Winners!
Do you want to tell me who won what?
So...
Oh, by the way, we have two things that we gave away because instead of doing one, our Patreon supporters made it possible for us to give away two of something specific. So do you want to tell me, Carradine?
Yeah, so basically we're going to be able to give away 2 copies of Hades. Still only 1 gift card for books and 1 gift card for food, but 2 copies of Hades. So 2 lucky motherfuckers right there. And those are... This is really throwing me off because I only know him by a nickname. I'm like, who is this? Carlos Rodriguez. 1 Hades, the Barnes & Noble gift card, and the restaurant gift card.
He did everything.
I mean, we had a lot of people do everything, but he went like crazy.
Yeah, he did everything everywhere.
And it paid off.
If it was an option for him to get extra entries, that's what he would do so that he could win this giveaway.
There we go. And then David Carter won the extra copy of Hades.
Yes, he's one of our Patreon supporters. And because of a few new Patreon supporters that we've gotten, we were able to get another copy of Hades to give away. So
thank you, Patreon supporters.
So if you sign up for our Patreon, we can do this more often.
You might win something.
You might win something.
You might win Gorbage. You might win a book. You might win a game.
Or nothing at all.
Or nothing.
Because we don't post on Patreon, which we should fix.
We will. We're
just trying to figure stuff out. Anyways, we have poll winners as well.
Yeah, so we had Patreon polls up for a book and a game from our backlog that you wanted us to read and play to review in August. So we'll review these at the very end of August. But the winners are The Water Dancer, that's the book I'll read, and Pokemon Soul Silver.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to play Heart Gold because I noticed that my Soul Silver copy, the label on it, is a bit damaged. And I need to fix it before it gets ruined. So since I got to start now, and I haven't had time to fix it since I bought that game, I'll just start Gold. Same game, few different things. I'll just check what they are.
It sounds like you're cheating because you didn't want to play that game.
No, I do want to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm playing Heart Gold. And I actually should have said Heart Gold. In fact, actually, let me take a look at the picture. Never mind, the picture is actually Soul Silver. But we'll play Heart Gold. And again, I'll find the differences between them and we'll talk about the whole thing. This episode comes out on August 30th. So be on the lookout for that. And that'll be it. We also have some Zelda stragglers. Well, not really stragglers, just people that commented from last week's episode.
What did they say?
So they gave us the answers for who they would date from the Ocarina of Time dating game.
Oh my God.
One of them cheated.
How?
So it was Sarah texted me, and she said, "Oh, I would date Impa because she's a giant woman." Okay, that's understandable. And then her girlfriend Saimara said she would date Urbosa because she's also a giant woman.
But Urbosa wasn't part of the dating game.
No, but
I would have remembered that name.
She said either Urbosa or any of the Gerudo women.
Oh my God.
So
just because y'all have things for giant women. Okay.
So yeah, so that's what they said. So yeah, Late Stragglers. And Sarah was very happy that you read her entire email.
It was a very long email.
Yeah.
She put some real effort into that.
Yes,
I had to do her justice.
Yes. And speaking of emails, we have another email. We have one from Burger Champ. He says, with EA's announcements that they are going to bring back a long-abandoned series, what abandoned game series would you like to see rebooted or continued? What abandoned book series? What abandoned fast food item? Do you want to tackle this first?
I'm going to answer his question by changing the question. So it's not an abandoned book series that comes to mind, but an abandoned film adaptation of a book series.
And that is?
Fucking Aragon. That was a travesty. I remember going to see that movie in the movie theater at the Marine base because my boyfriend at the time, his dad was in the Marines. So we got to go watch it at the base. And I was so excited because I had read the book. Oh my God.
Terrible.
I want to go back and rewatch that movie because I don't think I remember just how bad it was. But yeah, it was bad. And Jeremy Irons was in it. I love Jeremy Irons.
You do love some Jeremy Irons. Now, what about fast food item? What do you think
An abandoned fast food item?
Yes.
Can it be one that comes back sporadically, but like they won't make part of the permanent fucking menu? You know what I'm talking about.
I'll allow
You
it.
know what I'm talking about.
Is it probably-
Nacho fries.
Yep, that's the same
Why
one.
won't you make it part of your permanent menu? I don't think Taco Bell realizes how many like nacho fry exclusive customers they have, because you always want Taco Bell when they have nacho fries. You never want Taco Bell when they don't have nacho fries.
That's true.
They don't understand that they would make millions and billions and trillions of dollars if they kept nacho fries all the fucking time.
But they won't. So I do have, it's not a fast food item. It is a snack. It is called Teddy Grahams Dizzy Grizzlies.
What?
These were Teddy Grahams, right? The bear-shaped
I remember
graham
Teddy
crackers.
Grahams, yeah.
They had
Dakota really liked them.
They had chocolate on the back and sprinkles.
What?
Yeah, I found those.
I don't think I ever saw those.
I found these on TikTok last night, and I remember being a kid in Puerto Rico and like watching TV and seeing the ad for these fucking cookies all the time. And I would tell my mom, I want some Teddy Grahams, and she would bring me just regular ass Teddy
Oh
Grahams. So
no!
I was like,
This is
want.
not what I wanted.
So that's what I would like. As for a game, this is a very tough question. Let me think. Okay, I have a game. The game is True Crime. I would love for the True Crime series to come back with the same level of crazy, stupid nonsense as the first True Crime Streets of LA game. I think that would be so much fun. And just to throw a bone out there to the universe, maybe somebody will grab it. Another F-Zero game. That would be pretty cool. But I doubt Nintendo will do that because he hates us. They hate us. And that's what it is. So Burger Champ has emailed us twice now, right?
We mentioned him on one of the Zelda episodes, right?
Yeah, it was a question that we should have asked Adam, and I completely forgot.
I thought we did ask Adam.
No,
Did we not?
No, we didn't ask him what type of food he would like to eat from a video game or book.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. No, that was the episode before.
Yeah, so I know Burger Champ through the Codex Discord, right? And it looks like Burger Champ follows a ton of podcasts, and he's kind of this ethereal being in the podcast landscape where everyone of the podcast that he listens to knows him. To the point where he's been on some of these podcasts that he listens to.
Well, why don't we invite him?
We should. I think it would be great because he is very funny.
He reads books and he plays video games.
He does.
And he eats food.
And he eats food.
It's a win-win-win.
Exactly. So he is also a fountain of cool shit. Like, he knows so much cool shit that it just blows my mind every time Burger Champ says something. I'm like, okay, that's actually really cool. I think it was like a week or two ago. We were on Discord. Everyone was just participating on Discord. And he mentioned this thing called the Mariachi Entertainment System. This is a mariachi band that plays old Nintendo music in mariachi style.
What the hell?
It is so awesome. It is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. He posted this video of them playing one of the Castlevania songs, and I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's mariachi, maybe it's normal mariachi music, and they're rearranging it a little bit to sound a little bit like Castlevania. No, it is so much more than that. It is so freaking good. I gotta show it to you.
That sounds pretty cool.
And one of the guys said, oh, there's this Steam sale going on, and I picked up I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh, God, no.
And I said, shout out to Harlan Ellison. And guess what? Burger Champ loves Harlan Ellison, too.
Not me. Y'all can fangirl over that by yourselves.
And, I'm saying it's like he writes like he's on cocaine. He's all over the place.
He is on cocaine.
He is a mess. His writing is just...
nonsensical.
And just all over the place, but I love it so much. And he says, well, if you love Harlan Ellison, then maybe you should watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. because he is in the show as himself.
What?
Yeah, he said that towards the end of the show, he's there, and it gets very meta with him just being himself in the show.
Interesting.
It's apparently on Netflix, so I think I might just look up a guide online saying where he starts being on the show. And just start watching from there, because that would be really cool. That's actually a really cool concept.
That's terrifying.
He's crazy. It's great. But enough of Harlan and Scooby. You started doing something recently again.
But then I promptly didn't continue past day one. Oops. It's been a rough couple days, to be fair.
What were you doing?
To myself.
What were you doing?
I returned to Just Dance for exercise. And I, fucked up your Switch in the process.
How did you fuck it up?
Not really, no. I just,
What did you do to my Switch?
I didn't do anything to it.
Then why'd you say you fuck it up?
I let it sit on top of a pile of wires instead of letting it sit stable on top of the TV cabinet.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that.
Oops. But no, I returned to Just Dance, and I sweat my ass off when I do that. And thankfully, I did it while you weren't here, so you couldn't make fun of all the ways I struggled because I forgot so many of the moves. But I still got Superstar, or Max Superstar, whatever the heck the highest score is on my favorite Just Dance song.
What's your favorite Just Dance song?
Rasputin!
Oh, Rasputin.
Yeah. Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
Yeah.
And Vodo Vorat. I suck at that one, but it's really fun. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
That's a good song.
It's fun, even though I'm terrible at it.
It also
but
helps.
the thing is, you're still working out, even if you're bad at it, because you're trying to keep up with it.
That's how they get you to work out, by trying to keep up. Because they know you won't know the steps. So by you trying to know the steps or learn them or
Just
whatever.
slinging your body all over the place.
Yep, and that's burning all the calories. But you got the year pass that adds all the extra songs and whatever.
I got Lady Gaga, I got Justin Bieber, I got Ed Sheeran, I got Bad Bunny, I got everybody.
So it's like 250 extra songs?
Something like that. It's a lot.
It's crazy.
It's a lot.
You should do a marathon by yourself.
Fuck no.
Just yourself.
No.
In the living room. And try to do all 250 songs.
That's insane. There's some really bad songs, like Billie Eilish. No, I'm not putting myself through that again. If there's any Lizzo on there, no, I'm not putting myself through that.
You like Lizzo?
No.
So speaking of things that annoy you.
Yeah, there's a lot.
annoy me, which there's a ton. Mm-hmm. I saw this video on Facebook.
It wasn't on TikTok? You finally succumbed to TikTok, didn't you?
Yeah, because you opened a Novel Console podcast TikTok, and it's the algorithm is starting to get to what I like.
Oh, boy.
And it is terrible. I hate it. It's so bad.
I love it. I love it so much.
I've noticed that it's a lot of people quitting their jobs, telling their managers to go fuck themselves,
Oh, God.
or video games, or a little bit of books.
There you go.
So I think that might be my algorithm.
Mine is books, DIY, Disney, DIY, crafting.
Very little food. I'm surprised at how much little food there is
I have some recipes.
that we're never going to try.
Yeah.
Anyways, things that annoy me. I saw this video on Facebook. Is this guy complaining about how pizza slices are inconvenient to eat on the go?
What?
First off, if you have to eat pizza on the go, you will find a way, but not the way that this dumbass did.
Fold it.
Exactly.
That solves all your
first off,
problems.
Don't walk and eat pizza at the same time. You have to stop and enjoy it. It's fucking pizza. Come on, especially if it's New York style.
You want to
pizza.
savor it.
Exactly. So this guy grabbed a slice of pizza. He rolled it up like a taquito
What?
so that he could eat it on the go.
Oh.
Like, he starts running all over the kitchen. Like, he jumps and does like a tuck roll on the floor while holding his slice of pizza.
What?
And like his family's telling him, it's like, you're an idiot. You're stupid. You got to stop doing this. He's like, it's my pizza. I bought it. I'll eat it however the fuck I want. It's like, dude, no. I wish there was pizza police so they could arrest him for doing what he did.
That's weird.
It is.
Did he
terrible.
roll it like
Crust first.
down to the tip of the triangle?
Yes.
Okay. That's still no. Why would
Exactly.
you do that?
Because
That
it's
sounds really
inconvenient.
messy.
It's
Just
inconvenient to eat
fold
on the
it
go.
in half.
Yeah, because he just grabs it and just like lets it dangle off his hand. I was like, you don't deserve that pizza, dude. You're terrible. Bad person. Horrible person.
I don't understand.
Garbage person.
I just don't.
That's terrible. So bad. But so we stopped talking about how bad a person he is. Can you tell me about that really good book you read recently?
There are lots of good books that I've read recently. It's not just one. There are lots, but I don't want to tell you too much because I'll probably wind up reviewing one of them next week. But, you know, my whole month last month was not taken up solely by Zelda, unlike yours.
Yeah.
And I read 18 books in June. And I think and out of the 18 books that I read, 8 of them were 5-star reviews.
Really?
8.
Wow.
Yes.
I know. I saw the video you posted on TikTok about your books you read, and I didn't recognize any of them except for the Zelda ones. I was like, I wonder if she changed her score for the Zelda ones. Nope, still terrible.
Still terrible. Hey, I did give one of them 4 stars. Link to the Past
Link to
got
the
4
Past.
stars. We
Yeah.
started out the month strong and just went downhill
Progressively
from
downhill.
there.
I feel like if they were to make novelizations of the games, like a novel per game, I think you would love it.
Maybe.
But that's never going to happen.
Nope, it's not.
So keep telling me about these books.
So yeah, one of them was like loosely based on all of the R. Kelly sex trafficking shit.
Oh God.
And it's a
He's stuck
YA
in the
novel.
closet?
Well, but oh my God, it was so good. And the whole time I'm reading it, I didn't know that she had R. Kelly in mind in writing this. And I'm thinking the whole time, oh my God, this is R. Kelly. No shit. She was inspired to write this book by all that crap. But it was amazing and horrifying and just really, really good. Really good. I saw way too much of my 17-year-old self in this girl in like what you think is okay. Like, oh, he loves me. It's okay that he locked me in a room with just a bucket to pee in because he loves me and I did wrong. You know, that kind of shit that teenagers or even beyond teenage years, if you're in love.
You're an idiot.
Well, I don't want to say that.
That's why we're not.
Love makes you stupid.
That's why we are not really a couple, because we are married for the what's it
The
called?
green card.
Delete that one because
You need a green card to come from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Ricans need green cards.
Oh God.
And two, because of all the the tax benefits and all the things that we can get free from the government because we don't love each other.
We got a dog that we can claim on our tax returns.
Exactly.
Got $1,400 for that child right there.
And we do this terrible podcast that we can claim as a business so that we have more money left over from our tax. In case anybody from the IRS is listening to this, it is not true. We are very in love with each other. Please.
They know we didn't get anything extra for dependents. As much as I would love to claim Luna as a dependent, she doesn't cost all that much.
No, please don't take us to jail. We are poor. But you said that I didn't finish anything else apart from Zelda that last month.
Barely. You barely did anything other than Zelda. Barely.
I barely finished this game that I'm about to talk about. I barely finished.
But you did finish it.
I barely finished Ratchet and Clank.
You barely finished Majora's Mask.
I barely finished Majora's Mask. That's true. Yeah, I finished Ratchet and Clank. It was wonderful. It was so pretty and so much fun. To the point where I think I'm going to play through the entire series next because I have part of it on the PS Vita. And I think I can get the rest somehow. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to do emulators because I really don't want to fuck up my computer. But I'll figure something out because it was so much fun. It was so charming and endearing. And the new character that they introduced, Rivet, it's a female Ratchet. I saw her. Yeah, she's voiced by Jennifer Hale, who voices FemShep in Mass Effect, who's the female version of Commander Shepard, which is actually the only right way to play Mass Effect is by playing female Shepard. So just her voicing that character, to me, I was sold. But then I actually started seeing the character. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking adorable.
I watched a little bit of it, and it's very pretty.
It looks great. It plays great. The story is just plain fun Saturday morning cartoon from the 90s type stuff. It's so good, and it looks better than a Pixar movie.
It does.
So it's wonderful. Such a wonderful game. That game is definitely a 4.9 from how amazing it is. But apart from that, you are kind of upset about another book you're reading.
Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up big time. So after I finished listening to the R. Kelly book, which is Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson, and just in case I don't review it, by the way, I needed a new audiobook to listen to. And I'm scrolling through Scribd, which is one of the many audiobook apps that I use. And guess what's available?
The Silmarillion.
Yes! So I started listening to the Silmarillion. I really got Luna's attention out of her deep sleep with my yes!
I think it was the arm flailing.
She's giving me a death stare.
Shut the hell up. It's enough with you talking. You're making noises now, too.
So yeah, the Silmarillion is available on audio on Scribd right now. So started listening to that, and holy shit, is it so much easier on audio. Oh my gosh, I am just like enthralled and really mad at myself for not listening to it for Middle-earth March. Because I'm not like breezing through it because I haven't listened to it too much this week. I worked from home this week, and I just don't really listen to my audiobooks when I'm working from home. But I've been Ubering some. So listening to it while Ubering, I'm blazing through that shit. And it's the Bible, but in Middle Earth. It's awesome.
And Jesus is an old man with a cane.
And they play music.
Right. Just like church.
Satan decided to make his own like metal music, and they cast him out.
Shame.
Melkor, Morgoth. Melkor, yeah.
Metalcore.
Yeah.
Metalcore.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There you go. I bet that's why they named it Metalcore.
I doubt that's why they called it Metalcore. But it's a nice coincidence,
and
right?
I yesterday I finally got to the part with what's her name? Fuck. What is her name?
Fuck. That's her name.
Ungoliant. Shelob's mother.
Oh,
She was wicked bad.
yeah.
You think Sheila was bad? No. Sheila been got shit on Ungoliant.
So,
So good.
is it a giant spider?
Yes.
So it's not a sexy witch
No.
that turns into a giant spider?
No.
Huh. They really took a bunch of liberties.
Oh, God. Yeah, with the video game? Yeah. No. She's not a sexy witch.
So, Middle, I want to say I'm kind of excited for Middle Earth March to come around again because I can play through the other Lord of the Rings games, but then I'm like, fuck, I got to play through some ones that I really don't want to play through. And they're going to be terrible. But
Wait, you're telling me you're willing to do Middle Earth March again?
I am. I am. Actually, our next month is going to be Horror Month in October.
It is.
So we get a break from months.
I actually have a Once Upon a Book Club book that I can read for Horror Month. I might go ahead and read it now, but like review it in Horror Month. The Mary Shelley Club.
Ooh, interesting.
But it's one of the boxes where as you read on specific pages, there are gifts for you to open that
So
have
kinda like
something
S?
to do. Not really.
Like that other book you read that had like
The
golden
the
dust
tarp thing.
and-
Yes.
yeah.
The moon dust.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
The same company.
The same company. Mm-hmm. That might be pretty cool to for you to do that.
Oh, and I'm slowly trudging through S. It is not very entertaining, let me just tell you.
Is it terrible?
It's not terrible, but it reads more like a research novel because they're two college kids and like research, and it's just kind of really boring.
That's terrible.
But I'm gonna power through. I mean, it's still interesting-ish. Just more boring-ish than it is interesting-ish.
I need to figure out what I'm going to play for Horror Month. I need to plan that shit out now.
Why? It's only July.
I have a lot of Resident Evil games, and I don't want Horror Month to be just Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's not Resident Evil month, it's horror month.
And Resident Evil, after a certain point, it stops being horror and just starts being tense action. So I got to figure that out. Shit, I just thought about that. Ugh. So
More horror books will come out closer to October, so I'm sure I'll be fine.
yeah, hopefully some horror games come out before then too, because the one horror game that came out this year already reviewed. Fucking Resident Evil 8.
You done fucked up.
It was such a good game though.
Wait, didn't Adam tell you need to play 7?
Yes, he did. I should do that for Horror Month.
Do it. That's your only Resident Evil game
That's
you're
true.
allowed.
That's true. Hey, maybe we can figure something out for a guest or two for Horror Month.
Maybe.
Have them read a scary book. Have them play a scary game. Scare the shit out of everyone.
Oh, dear.
Yep. So, what the hell were you talking about last night about my snores?
Oh my God. Okay, so this man has been complaining about my snores because I make some really weird noises where I'm like blowing a whistle basically in my sleep. And he will wake me up and make
Not
me
a
roll
regular
over.
whistle, a train whistle
He
with
will-
her mouth.
He will wake me up and make me roll over to stop. And it drives me nuts because it's like almost always at the point where I get just comfortable. And he's like, please move. And shakes me and taps me and squeezes me until I wake up and move. But night before last, I wake up and I think that like our smoke detector is chirping or something, or like there's some kind of device in our room that's making noise. And it takes me like a good minute or two to like really wake up and figure out, oh, it was you. Puh, puh, puh. Oh my God. But guess what I didn't do? I didn't wake him up and make him move. I just forced myself back to sleep.
See, I missed the days where you would try to ride a motorcycle while you were sleeping. I don't like these
The
new
train
days
whistle.
of the fucking train whistle. They are terrible, especially when you're really tired. I wish it was legal to pinch your nose so you could wake up. But
You wouldn't. I wouldn't wake up. I would die.
you're breathing through your mouth.
I would die.
You're breathing through your mouth.
You just told all of our listeners you want to kill me in my sleep.
I don't, because if I kill you, then we won't have any legal advantages or whatever that we
Oh
have
my
with
God.
this domestic partnership sham that we call a marriage. And last but not least, before we go into Gorbage, because we're doing just intro and Gorbage, we've been watching Loki.
Oh, we have been watching Loki. Mr. I don't give a shit about Loki. It's going to be so stupid.
I really didn't care about Loki. I thought it was going to be really
you
stupid.
should have understood after what. Okay, Wanda, I know you didn't like all that much, but
Terrible.
it's
bad.
You should have known going into it that it was going to be weird based on the premise. You should have known.
I didn't know the premise, so.
But how good Falcon and Winter Soldier was, you should have known that they were going to make this amazing.
See, the thing
and
about
it is amazing.
the thing about Marvel, I feel the same way about the comics as I do about the movies. I don't care about any of the magic stuff. I do not care.
But Loki is not
all.
magic.
He is.
But I mean, I feel like it's not
Like
magic centric.
Thor, I don't care about Thor. The Thor movies, the only good one is number 3. The
Ragnarok?
Rest, yes.
Oh.
The rest are garbage.
I thought they were fine. I
And-
mean, there's lots of eye candy.
And Doctor Strange was, the best part is Jamie Alexander.
The best part is Chris Hemsworth with his long hair and no shirt.
Jamie Alexander.
And Tom Hiddleston with his long hair, and he's too pale. Leave on his shirt.
Jamie Alexander with long hair and no shirt. No,
Oh,
that never
God.
happens. I didn't care about Doctor Strange. I didn't care about any of the magic.
Well, see, I haven't watched any of that. We tried.
But
We
Winter
failed.
Soldier I did like because it's what I like about Marvel. It's the supposed science fiction that could be real if somebody tried hard enough, but nobody does. So I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I did not care at all about Loki. But it is
you
so
are
good.
loving it. It's so good.
It is. It's really good.
It's more like mystery, I guess, than it is magic at this point. Trying to figure
Yeah.
out what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
Why did this happen?
That last episode, oh my god.
Woo!
Ooh.
That credit scene.
That after
I'm
credit
so
scene.
thrown by how spoilery do we want to get here?
Not very,
I'm so thrown by that credit scene.
because we might do a Patreon episode about it.
Yeah, and then
but-
people know they're walking into spoilers.
Yeah, so and I actually don't want to say spoilers, and then while I'm editing, have to pick a timestamp so I can say, okay, the spoiler stops here.
Yeah, it's too much effort. We'll just
Yeah.
make a Patreon episode.
If we feel like it.
Maybe we can record tomorrow.
We really need
First
to do
3
something for
episodes.
Patreon.
I mean, first 4 episodes, and then last 2 episodes.
All we've done for Patreon in the last few months is just give away, 2 games?
You know what? You should email us your things that you would love to see on Patreon.
Yes, that's actually
We would greatly
really
appreciate
good.
that.
Yeah, because we have terrible ideas for Patreon.
Yeah, we do.
God, we are not movie or TV experts. We know jack shit about that. Oh, was it good? Yeah, why? Because it was good. What made
It
it
made
so
me
good?
use my brain
Exactly.
and
Rick and
wonder
Morty.
what's going. Oh my god!
Rick and Morty is good. Why? Because it's funny. What makes it so funny? I don't know.
Is
They
Rick and
talk
Morty
fast.
going to come on tonight? Because everything else is not coming on tonight because of the fucking holiday.
It probably is.
I
Adult
want to
Swim
watch
doesn't
it.
care.
I really want to watch it so bad.
Then maybe we should Google that before.
I leave.
Yes, before you leave and go be with your real boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Because again, this marriage is a sham. IRS, please don't come knocking on our door.
But the first 2 episodes of season 5, is that what season
Yeah.
this is? Of Rick and Morty are awesome.
I didn't care for the second episode.
No, I liked it.
The first one, I loved the first one. That was a good episode.
I feel like every season they have an episode that's just kind of like their filler episode till they get back to the plot.
See, I
And
wish
episode 2 was the filler episode.
I wish you could stand Matt Pat's voice because he does really good.
Was he the British one?
No,
No.
that's Rob.
Oh.
Matt Pat is Game Theory.
And that's a theory. A game theory.
one.
Him.
Yeah, I wish you could stand his voice because he does some really good Rick and Morty analysis.
I mean, I could
And-
sit through it for something I like.
And he did one for the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he did one for the second one, but for the first episode, he did one. I watched it last night, and I was like,
I
He
wish
has a
I had
point.
his brain.
Me too. He is a
He
fucking
comes up with
genius.
some insane shit.
He
Does
does.
he have any Lord of the Rings theories?
He might. I need
Because
to
if
check.
it's something I like, then I could stomach it.
He might.
But it's when you're sitting in here watching, Batman theories. I'm like, fuck
never
Batman.
watched
I'm
Batman
just using
theories.
that as an example of things I don't like or things I don't know, things I don't care about.
His Five
Mario
Nights.
and Peach have sex all the time. That's a theory. A Nintendo theory.
No.
I don't know.
His Five Nights at Freddy's theories.
No,
were,
I don't care about that shit.
They were
You
really
keep that away.
good. They were really good until
That's something for horror month.
he's probably not going to do any more because it turns out Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, is a hardcore Republican, anti-LGBTQ community douchebag, and he retired from the gaming industry because people
See,
were
let's not do that for horror month.
yes, people
No.
were like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit." He's like, "No, I'm just defending my beliefs and what I think is right." I'm like, "No, no, donating money to anti-LGBTQ fucking groups, you're a piece of shit."
That's why we don't need a Chick-fil-A anymore.
Yeah, fuck Chick-fil-A too.
Fucking chicken filler.
It's garbage anyways. You're not missing anything.
That macaroni and cheese.
You're not missing anything.
We can make our own macaroni and cheese.
I probably can.
Hey, that macaroni and cheese that Justin made was better than Chick-fil-A macaroni and cheese.
It's true. He does make good mac and cheese. Maybe we should get the recipe.
And it
from
was
him.
mac and cheese from a box that he doctored with some cheese and baked.
Yeah.
Because, macaroni and cheese from a box, you don't bake. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but, you don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was really good mac
It
and
was
cheese.
bomb.
Barbecue. That's his best. Now Justin
Bomb
owes me,
barbecue mac and cheese.
Yep, now Justin owes me money.
There's a plug.
All right.
$50
So
per plug now.
it's been a month. Do you know what time it is?
It is time for Gorbage dump.
I wish I knew you were going there so that I could have found a song to go into Gorbage dump.
Damn.
So this is Gimme the Gorbage.
Dump.
All right, so it's been a month. But these places that we are going to talk about, we have 4 places. Each one of them they're gonna be garbage. Okay. And Gorbage.
One of each of those things.
Yes. We actually are doing this because these are franchises. These franchises really don't
They don't benefit or they're not harmed.
yeah, and honestly, you should go eat at one of these places.
Although the worst one is probably the one that you would have the hardest time finding.
And that's a good thing.
Because there's only like 5 locations in the country.
That makes me so happy.
Well, you'd think it would be better since it's like more exclusive.
No.
No.
It's dying out for a reason.
It's
So do you want to tell me what that one is? Because that one's fucking terrible. It is so bad.
So basically, it's a place where I go to eat my memories. It's at Crossroads near Disney. My family always went there when we came on our Disney vacations. And I thought I was so hip because I ate spicy food. And I don't know if their menu is just significantly changed since then, but what I order is not spicy anymore, like at all. But it's Chevy's, Tex-Mex. Not to be confused with Chewy's.
Which is also
They
terrible.
are 2 completely different franchises.
See, the thing is,
The
that-
logos look very similar and it's spelled similarly, but it's Chevy's, not Chewy's. They are 2 different places with essentially the same Tex-Mex menu.
yeah,
Different items.
both terrible.
I've never been to Chewy's.
Which is weird because I'm pretty sure they're owned by white people. trying to do their version of what somebody described they had this one time
In Mexico
in this one place.
or Texas.
But the thing is, Margaritaville doesn't have terrible Tex-Mex. Their fish tacos are actually one of the best fish tacos I've ever had, which we should definitely Gorbage because, wow, did I love those fish tacos.
I've only ever had a very expensive drink at Margaritaville.
Didn't we spend like $50 once?
On
And,
two
like,
drinks.
Yes.
A Jack and Coke, and I don't remember what I had. A margarita, maybe.
And the Jack and Coke was all ice.
They were not big drinks by
No.
any means.
No, I remember that. No, I'm mad about that. All right. What did we have at Chevy's?
So I had what I always have, the crispy chicken flautas. They're flautas. They come with pepper jelly
What's
for
a
dipping.
flauta?
A flauta is like the taquito pizza. It's a rolled up thing. A rolled up tortilla filled with like meat of your choosing.
Yeah.
And like fried, I think. Are they fried?
Yes. Yes, they're fried. They're
And
fried.
these are covered in like a fresh salsa. It's got like pineapple, tomato. It's
like a
almost like
chutney.
pico, yeah, but with pineapple.
Yeah.
And it's got like this aioli drizzled on top of it. You dip it in pepper jelly. The pepper jelly is actually really good.
That's the
and
best
it comes with rice and beans and a little nugget of corn mash stuff.
It's kind of like
Sweet corn.
kind of like a pancake, but a mash.
Yeah.
With corn.
It's real good.
That's pretty good. I had the tamales because I love tamales, but they come with either an enchilada sauce or a green sauce, and both of those sauces are hot fucking garbage. Because the tamales are actually decent, they're pretty okay on their own, but these sauces, God, they just taste like battery acid. They're bad. And then I had their version of birria tacos, which they're okay, but for some reason in the consomme they put fucking garbanzos.
And they put like a bunch of shit on top of the consomme, like huge chunks of onion. It's like they take salsa and just like dump it on top of the consomme.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. So I'm gonna be honest. I never want to eat at Chevy's again.
Unless I'm really sad.
The only way we'll eat at Chevy's is if you're really sad and you
I want
wanna
to go eat my memories.
Yeah, but other than that, God,
Now, we did not get this time, but they do have a really good tableside guac. I think it's really good.
it's
And the
pretty
thing
good.
is, I like the flautas if they're done right, but so many times here lately are they just like half-assed flautas and they're like mushy and just not good. But sometimes they are good. It's just it's like Taco Bell. You never know, but 9 times out of 10 it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
That 10th time,
Yeah.
it'll be like some of the best food you've ever had. It'll be decent.
See, when we went last time to Chevy's, I think it was with Christian and Jen.
Yes, and Miranda.
And Christian had the best idea. Just get a fucking burger.
Oh my God. Did he seriously get a burger?
Yeah, he got a burger.
I don't remember
enjoyed
that.
it.
Oh, yeah, and his fries. Because wasn't Jen eating his fries?
Yes, and he
Oh
enjoyed his
my
burger because he
God.
got
Because they knew what they were doing.
apparently
Cooking a burger.
Apparently
Their
Chevy's should
margaritas are good.
apparently Chevy's should be a burger place because
Oh, Lord.
the rest of it, we've eaten there so many times, and oh my God, it's always so bad. I always regret it. 'Cause
We
it's
did just
ugh.
we did just find out that like I knew they were destroying Crossroads. It's going to become like basically another road to get to Disney Springs, I think. That whole area, but they're moving to Millennia, so I'll still be able to eat my memories.
Wait, so that does that mean that player 1 is gonna be gone?
No,
And-
that's not part of Crossroads.
oh, okay. So
It's down the road at Palm Parkway.
Okay.
So like
Subaru
Chevy's, that would all be fine. So Chevy's and Fuddruckers, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Perkins,
Perkins can go to
Firehouse, Noodles and Company. That's all going to be
Ooh,
gone.
Noodles and Company. We haven't had that in a while.
I haven't had that we've only had that like twice.
It's so
ever.
good.
We should review it because I feel like it's another fairly popular chain
It's pretty
that
good. I like it.
we just don't go to.
Their meatballs are really, really good, and I think they're what's it called? They're their Alfredo, their linguine Alfredo with chicken. That I think that's pretty good. So, maybe
And
we should do
another
that.
thing that people should try if they're interested is it going away tomorrow? The thing at Tropical Chicken?
Yes, yes. So if you have a Pollo Tropical near you, and
Today.
today the 5th,
Monday the 5th.
they're doing Cuban hot dogs, which is a hot dog with the stuff of a Cuban sandwich in it.
We're going to try to go tomorrow for dinner.
Fuck. Yeah, we should. We really need to figure that out. Because I want to try that so bad. Now watch it. We get there. Oh, we don't have the stuff to make a Cuban.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like,
We can go to a different Tropical Chicken.
so it would be a nice one-shot Gorbage that's never going to come. And then when Burger Champ asks again, what would you bring back? The Cuban hot dog.
Watch it be disgusting.
It has pickles in it, so it's probably not disgusting because Chicago dogs have pickles in them and they're delicious.
Yeah, another thing I was going to say about the flautas that can make it or break it. So it's just like seasoned chicken inside these things. But I have had it where it's literally just like the goop. I don't know how to explain it. There are like very few chicken chunks, and it's just like the congealed stuff that would have been cooked. You know, like the seasonings, like the congealed, like greasy.
Yeah.
I've bitten into it, and it's only congealed stuff. Yeah.
Garbage.
Yep.
Garbage.
So maybe like don't go to Chevy's unless you've heard really good things about your Chevy's. If it's the one in Orlando, don't listen to those people.
It's still garbage.
But I still want to go to eat my memories when I'm sad. Just take me for chips and salsa and a margarita, and I'll be fine.
Just hope, if you ever want to eat it again, just hope that one of your family members dies.
And another, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. So my dad, before we met, one of the last times he came down here for a work convention, he took me to Chevy's because I really wanted to go. And he ordered queso. He would not eat that queso because it was orange instead of white.
Let's move on.
I've never seen my dad like leave something like that on the table because he's an eater.
You know who else has orange queso?
Chipotle.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit is garbage.
It is
garbage.
terrible.
They try to compete with Moe's. No, you need to go to Chipotle and get your food, then go to Moe's and get your queso.
Or you need to go to Chipotle and leave your food there.
Just get the guac. The guac is good.
The guac is decent. So what's next?
Next, we have Olive Garden.
Because when you're here, you're family.
Oh my God. Did we get an Olive Garden gift card for our wedding or for Christmas? Or I think it was Christmas.
I think it was for the wedding.
Wedding from Allie and Lyle.
Yes. We
As
got
either
it
a Christmas.
at Christmas.
Yes. But they gave us Christmas and wedding gift. It doesn't matter. It was one of the two.
It was both at the same time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, thanks, Allie and Lyle. We went to Olive Garden and we'll review this meal.
And it was meh.
It was okay. It was
See, I like Olive Garden.
I love the idea of Olive Garden.
I'm gonna be honest.
I love breadsticks and salad.
The idea of Olive Garden, it's great.
Yeah.
There's some things
I could eat there every day.
There's some things in Olive Garden that I actually love, like the city Frita, which is
It's so yummy.
the stuffed city with ricotta that's fried, and
It's an
then they
appetizer.
give you marinara and dip it in Alfredo sauce.
The Alfredo sauce is amazing.
And I like it when they have the unlimited stuffed pasta,
Yeah, those are really good too.
and you get the stuffed city Frita with Alfredo sauce and meatballs, and a basket of bread. Oh my God, that is so good. Mm-hmm. But
That's another thing that they don't have all the time.
yeah, the one thing that I always eat whenever they don't have that, it's terrible, and everything else on the menu is just bad.
Yeah, my go-to is always the same.
So what's your go-to?
The baked ziti. 5-cheese ziti. Baked 5-cheese ziti. So basically it's ziti.
So basically, Olive Garden should change its name to Ziti Garden.
Right? Covered in it's like a blend of Alfredo and marinara sauce. and a fuck ton of cheese. Mm-hmm. And it's all right, but they don't put enough sauce on it. So like all the ziti around the edges of the bowl is all stuck together and hard. It never fails.
Yeah.
You got to mix that shit up, and then it's still those edge pieces are edgy.
See, and I always get the tour of Italy, which has mediocre chicken parm, has decent Alfredo, and a very terrible lasagna. That lasagna is horrible.
It looks so pretty, though. It's a great photo.
Yeah, it does take a good photo, but...
And I find that way too often is my Olive Garden food not hot by the time it gets to me.
Yeah, that's one thing, yeah.
It's all the time. It's not hot. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck? You took 30 minutes to bring this out to me? Was it just sitting on the counter and somebody forgot to grab it? Like, what? But the breadsticks and the salad are good.
The salad is great. I mean, if more places gave you salad with pepperoncinis in it, I would be happy.
That salad is bomb. We need to go for lunch and just do soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Soups, I'm not too crazy
Their soups. About. Have you ever had their soups?
I think Crystal ordered it once, and I tried it, and I wasn't.
But they have like 3 different kinds to choose from. One of them is really good. It's like gnocchi. Gnocchi. It's good.
I think that was the one. No, that was weird.
And zuppa toscana. I think that's the one Gramps always got. What?
What?
Zuppa toscana. What?
Tuscan soup?
Yeah. I took Italian in college, bitch.
Hey.
4 semesters.
Yeah. Okay. The chicken parm. I am surprised that they managed to keep it crispy the entire time.
But was it hot?
A few times it's been hot. What I think my problem with Olive Garden is that I hate their marinara sauce. Their
marinara sauce is kind of weird, but their Alfredo is amazing.
The Alfredo is
it's bomb.
Yeah, but
give me some breadsticks and a boat of Alfredo to dip them in.
Next time I'm gonna say, hey, for my terrible lasagna, instead of marinara, can you put Alfredo in that shit?
Can you make an Alfredo lasagna?
And
a white lasagna?
And more beef in it, because, this shit is kind of blind. It has no beef in it. But, and it's fried good. They do fry their chicken perfectly. It's always juicy. It's always, I'm sure they've gotten it down to a science, being such a big fucking franchise, that
you would hope.
Just throw it in there at this temperature for this many minutes. Pull it out exactly so it's perfect. I mean, or automate it. That's it. Get rid of the employee. Yeah, so Olive Garden, it's not garbage. Just meh.
I mean,
depending on what you get.
Yeah. We just only need to go back when they have the stuffed pasta.
Yes, because that one day we went and we just ate stuffed ziti Frita with meatballs. Alfredo, we had like 4 bowls.
And there've been lots
so
we did.
Good.
But it helps that they give you smaller bowls with each bowl past the first bowl.
So they give you a big bowl.
And then it gets like
a little smaller
significantly
bowl,
smaller.
then a tinier bowl, and it comes to the point where they give you like a little tiny ashtray,
a little ramekin.
A little ramekin.
Oh my gosh! But another thing that you said made me think. There have been so many times when they've had like a limited time only dish that they didn't bring back that I really enjoyed. There was one that had like shrimp and bacon and chicken. It was awesome, but that was a long time ago. It was really fucking good.
Didn't they have like once like a carbonara that was actually really good too?
Probably. Yeah. And I do like their scampi, like their chicken scampi, but it's like $20, so I never order that.
Chicken scampi?
Yeah, the ziti's so cheap. Their chicken scampi's good.
I think I can probably figure out how to make a chicken scampi.
Make me a chicken scampi. One time I tried to make a copycat Olive Garden recipe. It was bad. But I was also living in Park 9.
Isn't a scampi just the sauce? Isn't it just white wine and butter?
I think so, yeah. It's like a garlicky, buttery.
I can figure that out. Yeah.
Okay, make me chicken scampi.
Let's buy the stuff.
Red pepper, green peppers, onions. It's a bunch of peppers and onions.
Yeah, I think it might be shallots.
No.
No?
No.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. It doesn't sound too hard.
We'll get on Pinterest. Copycat Olive Garden scampi recipe.
I'll do a Google search and find Bobby Flay's recipe. All right, so what's the next restaurant?
Next we have Outback. Good day, mate.
Okay, you should maybe leave that to Jackie. Your actual
She's not
Australian
from
friend.
Australia. She's from New Zealand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. My bad.
I mean,
Sorry,
she
Jackie.
sounds very similar. Her dad's from Australia, but no,
Oh,
she's Kiwi.
Cade from, believe is from Australia.
Cool.
Maybe I should bring Cade in for Horror Month.
Listen to that accent.
He's great. He's great. I'm sure he has amazing stories to tell. I think I'm gonna get on that. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna send them an email, see if we can figure that out.
Okay.
So what Outback? Tell me about Outback.
Outback was fairly tasty, but we found that Outback seems to change their menu quite often because it looks like the thing that I got is not on their menu anymore.
And this was like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-3 months.
I don't know. It's all blurring together at this
Yeah.
point. It's
Yeah.
been a little while. Not that long. Not long enough that you'd think it would be off the menu, but who knows how long it was on the menu.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
when we went, I ordered this because they don't have my old go-to anymore, which was, if I remember correctly, it was like chicken covered in crab.
Wasn't it like flounder or something covered in crab?
It was salmon covered in crab.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. It was delicious. Or tilapia. It was some sort of fish covered in crab. It was
It
amazing.
might have been tilapia because tilapia is really cheap, and putting crab on it would on salmon would make it
really
skyrocket.
expensive.
Yeah,
Which makes me think it definitely had to be tilapia because I wouldn't have ordered something like that if it were that
we
expensive.
spent $100 on that dinner.
That was a long time ago.
That
That
was-
was 4 years ago,
that
and
was-
you were Mr. High Roller over there.
That was right before I left for truck school.
You wanted to celebrate. It was our 1 month anniversary.
Yes.
We're coming up on 4 years
And
next
for those
week.
who don't know, that's when the day we decided that we were gonna have a domestic union for the
Oh my
government.
God, shut up. Anyway, so basically what I got this time was like a chicken steak covered in bacon, I think like Colby Jack cheese melted, and mushrooms, but I got it without the mushrooms. But we can't find it on the menu.
I don't know why you got it without the mushrooms because lately
I
you've
don't-
been enjoying mushrooms.
I think I got light mushrooms. I think that's what she talked me into because I think I remember telling her I didn't want the mushrooms. Then you said that. Oh, but you like mushrooms now, and I'm like, well, I don't know about that. And she's like, oh, I'll tell them to do light mushrooms because I feel like I can see a mushroom in that picture.
You probably can.
And I got it with the mac and cheese because their mac and cheese is fucking bomb. It's the skillet mac. They bring it out to you
Yes.
in a tiny little baby skillet, and it's covered in breadcrumbs, and it's so yummy and juicy. Not to mention the bread, which I didn't photograph.
Can we talk
But-
about the bread for a second?
God, that bread is so good. Oh, I could eat it every damn day.
It is really,
Because
really
they bring
good.
it out to you so hot, and that house-made butter, it just melts all the way through your
It-
so good.
I know that bread isn't fresh.
It tastes fucking fresh.
It is manufactured as
bomb.
shit, but
I don't
it
even
is
care. It tastes good.
it is so oaty. It is so
Yeah.
freaking oaty.
It
It's
tastes
so
like
good.
they went out in their garden and picked up a loaf of bread. I know that doesn't make any sense at all. It came from Bilbo's hobbit hole. Like, them bringing it out on that wooden slab. Shut up. Oh my
Doesn't
God.
help- it doesn't help that it's brown.
Oh, shut up, you asshole. I'm just not going to talk anymore.
No, but that bread is
This
fantastic.
beautiful food store. Remember, when all the dwarves show up and
Yeah.
you see all of his food. I imagine those beautiful loaves of bread sitting in his food closet and popping it in the oven to make it nice and toasty.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Because the thing is, we've ordered Outback on DoorDash like twice, and they give you the bread.
They give
and
you as many breads as you ask them to give you.
if you call them and ask them for extra bread, they'll give you extra bread. But you just pop that shit in the oven because it's not hot by the time it gets.
No.
And it still tastes so fresh.
It is.
It's so good.
I had the sirloin and the Aussie twisted ribs. First off, sirloin is a good cut of meat if it's cooked right. If not, then you're eating a chancla because it has no fat in it at all. So, but the Aussie twisted ribs, Oh my God. I did not expect these to be as good as they are.
They looked so weird.
So basically, they just take their ribs, their baby back ribs. They cut them up individually. They dip them in the batter they use for the bloomin' onion, and they deep fry them.
That made it weird.
And then they put barbecue sauce on them. They are zesty.
Didn't they put bloomin' onion sauce on them too? The horseradish stuff?
Maybe. I don't remember.
The picture makes it look like they did.
They might have. I know it has barbecue on it. It might have that zesty sauce, but they're so zesty. They cut them in a way that they both sides have a lot of meat, so they don't jip you on the meat. The only problem is they give you like 3 or 4, so they don't give you like a lot. But they're so freaking good. Like, I would eat a whole rack of ribs done that way. Love them. And they give you house-made pickles, which they're not terrible. They really didn't pickle for long because they're more spicy cucumber than pickle. But they're okay. And their baked potato is probably the best baked potato in any of these franchise restaurants, because they somehow managed to get the salt to stick to the skin. And if it wasn't so hot, I would grab it and eat it like a hot dog, because Jesus Christ, it's so good. All right, so this is so next one is a definite Gorbage, and I found this place through DoorDash. Then I convinced Karen to eat it, and she actually liked it. To the point that the other day she's like, "Oh, I could go for this place so bad right now," but we didn't because we were kind of busy. So what's the next place?
So the next place is Little Greek.
What's Little Greek?
It is a Little Greek restaurant. No, they specialize in things like gyros and
Falafel.
yeah.
Oh, their falafel is so good.
That was really good. I was mad at you for not ordering it that time that you got it for both of us.
And the thing is, you didn't even know what a falafel was until I ordered it that one time and I gave you a piece
I'm
to
from
try.
South Georgia, okay? Do you really think we have Greek food there?
Listen, when I went to trucking school, we had a Greek place near.
Which is so random based on where you were.
Oh, it was so good, too.
Backwoods.
It was so good. They specialized in gyros and pizza. And the gyros were good.
So what we like to get at Little Greek is the Euro platter.
Yep.
And it's a lot of food. So you get 2 containers.
It's like $14 to start, but
I mean, it's a fuck ton of food.
Yeah.
Like we can never finish it.
no,
I haven't ever finished it. So it's a huge bed of yellow rice covered in lamb strips.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you a pita.
That's the only thing I would complain about.
They need more pita.
Yeah.
There's not enough pita for all that
They give
food.
you,
There's
like,
nowhere near enough pita.
3 pieces of pita and that's it.
And the tzatziki sauce or
tzatziki sauce?
tzatziki.
The
Yeah.
tzatziki sauce. Oh my god.
So you can make like little lamb sandwiches with your 3 pieces of pita, and then you have to eat the rest of it without pita.
Yeah.
But then they also give you a Greek salad. So you got your bed of lettuce, you got your calamari olives, you have
Cucumbers,
green peppers,
red onions,
feta, and like some vinaigrette type whatever the hell that
tomato,
dressing is
vinaigrette.
awesome.
beets. The thing I really like about that,
Not the beet.
I love the beet.
Not
actually.
the beet for me. You can have mine.
The beet is actually really good, especially if you drizzle the vinaigrette over it
That's weird.
and you eat it with a little bit of feta. Oh my god! What I like about it is that everything is so fresh.
It's so
like-
fresh.
It's like the salad is obscenely fresh. Even the olives, which are pickled,
It's so tasty.
are really fresh. Little Greek is amazing.
It really is. And
We should
you
have it more often.
like it. It's very filling, but gosh, you feel good after you eat it. Like it
It's
doesn't
light.
weigh you down.
It's
Yeah,
light.
it's
like,
very
it's
light.
very filling and light.
And that lamb, oh my god! I didn't think I'd be a person who would eat lamb, but lamb is fucking
Especially-
delicious.
Especially after having those lamb shoulders that I did that one time.
Oh god, we won't talk about it.
They were perfect.
Oh,
You just have a thing with fatty food.
Oh, this lamb is awesome though. It ain't fatty.
It's so good. Yeah, because
Just need more pita. Order extra pita.
This is a euro, like a kebab. They're like slice it off the rotisserie.
It's so yummy.
Oh, it's so good. That's just pure meat.
And the rice is really good too. I don't know how they season it, but it's bomb.
You know where we should go? We should go to that one
Little Greek.
there. But we should go to that one where I picked up food the other day for those people while I was doing DoorDash. It's kind of like a little Greek bodega, or is it Israeli? I'm not sure. Anyways, they have kebabs.
Where is it?
It's on 50. It's where is it?
Is it the one near downtown?
No. It's up towards Christmas. I'll if I drive by it, I'll figure it out. I think it's before Mr. Car Wash, right across the street from PDQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a little bodega, but they also have like a food area, and they have like pre-made kebabs for you to throw on the grill and whatnot. And when I walked in there, I was like, oh my God, I wish I could eat some of this right now because it smelled amazing. And the sandwiches that I grabbed, I wanted to cancel the order and keep the sandwiches. So we should try that place because, damn, that place looked good. Little Greek, so good.
It's awesome.
Gorbage.
Cannot recommend enough. Yeah, definitely. We haven't had a bad experience so far.
No, what the only thing that I would complain again,
Not enough pita.
and they keep changing up the containers, so they give you still the same amount of food, but the container is never consistent. So sometimes they'll put everything in one bowl, or sometimes they'll give you a separate bowl with the whole salad and all the food in another one.
I do feel like the container that they've been putting the salad in is not big enough. Because
For the
it's a
salad?
lot of
Yeah, it's a lot
salad.
of
It's a
salad.
big salad, and it's just really messy if you try to eat it out of that container. Tossing feta everywhere, all over the place.
I don't care. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so
I want
freaking
to go
good.
now. I'm about to eat ramen for dinner. Like Maroshan ramen.
Because you don't want to cook, and because we have a hurricane in the next few days.
Well, I mean, there's no point in me cooking because you ate lunch too late.
Well,
anyway, we're
nobody
not
told
going
you
to
to
have our domestic disputes.
Nobody told you to
on the
bring me lunch.
podcast. Oh my god.
It's not a domestic dispute because we are married for the.
Stop it.
Benefits.
You've beaten that way too much. Come on.
Haven't you ever heard a podcast before?
So over it.
I still think it's funny. All right. So, actually, I think I liked this format for chains.
Yeah.
Why are we going to give a chain the spot?
Because
weekly spot. Yeah.
we have listeners who are not local, so we need to review the chains.
I feel like if we from now on, if we review a chain, we should probably do a couple of
Like not more
Items?
than more than one. Oh.
a couple of items from a chain to actually, instead of just one thing. So, like, did we? I don't think we did that with Pollo Tropical, where we had the Cubans and you had the rice bowl. We should have probably also talked about their chicken, which is not terrible. So, but yeah. So let's go into some housekeeping. First off, go sign up for our Patreon because we're funny. I think.
And we have giveaways if we have more patrons.
Yes, the more patrons we give, the more often we can do giveaways.
The more patrons we get.
Yes, the more giveaways we can do.
Yeah.
Because just because of our patrons, we were able to give away 2 games. And again, congratulations to Carlos and to David.
Carlos.
I will be contacting you guys to get your mailing addresses, and I'll send the stuff your way. Remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at anovelconsole and on Facebook.com at Facebook.com/anovelconsole. Don't forget you can also tell your friends that they can find the podcast on most major podcast streaming platforms and that they can also listen on YouTube by searching for A Novel Console. Don't forget to tell them to subscribe, like, and comment, which we would like if they did. You should also leave a review on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts so that more people can find us. And you can also email us at anovelconsole@gmail.com, and we will read your email on the show. Our art was done by Metamorphic A on Instagram, so you should go follow her. The link will be in the episode description. Anything you want to say before we end?
I'm glad that we get to go back to regular episodes now.
I'm going to be honest. I love Zelda. I had a blast through Zelda month. I still want to keep playing Zelda right now, but I'm glad that we're back to regular. Even if this was just a weird ass intro to Garbage Explosion or whatever it's called.
Gorbage dump.
Gorbage dump. All right. So that's it for this week's episode. You want to say goodbye, Karen?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.